Ayah number 60. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم Ayah number 60 Surah Al-Tawbah. So we will continue with it. Innama, indeed, as-sadaqatu, sadaqat, the charities, and here it means the mandatory charity, which means zakat. Number one, lil fuqara'i, for fuqara. Okay, the plural of faqir, which means they have some money but less than the nisab. Okay, nisab means that threshold that make you eligible to give. So that fuqara. Wal masakin, masakin, needy, poor people that have nothing. The third one is wal amilina. Amilin is the plural of amil. Amil means worker. Alayha, upon her. And ha, zamir is toward the sadaqat, which means the workers, the people employed to collect it. Alayha, and this. So the employer, the people who are employed, who are collectors of zakat. So they don't have to be poor. Because if they are poor, so they are in the category of fuqara and masakin. So they are rich people. He is a county officer, he is a state officer. Zakat, the collection of zakat is one of the obligation of the Islamic government. So there will be a department of zakat. So they can get their salaries from it, and it will be from zakat, no problem. Number 4 is وَالْمُؤَلَّفَةِ قُلُوبُهُمْ. وَالْمُؤَلَّفَةِ قُلُوبُهُمْ. So remember, the amilin mean the one which are government employees. So like for example, some poor people give you zakat, and they say, oh, you're going to Palestine, so this is my $2,000 zakat, can you give it to somebody? So you say, okay. Then you spend $200 from it. And you say, why? Because I am amilina alayha. Okay? So if a person is coming from a madrasa or from another place and he has his own salary, he is employed by the thing, so he cannot take from it. This means the one who are the state employees, those ones. In our private life, when we assign one person to collect and give it to one another, it is not employed on that one. وَالْمُؤَلَّفَةِ قُلُوبُهُمْ. The word mu'allafa is from ta'alif. Ta'alif means to bring together. قُلُوبُهُمْ means their hearts. Okay, to win their hearts. We discussed it, but there is one thing that I forget to tell you, that in theory it says 3 people. The first one is a rich non-Muslim, that you want to be safe from his bad intention. The second is a rich or a poor non-Muslim, but he is inclined toward Islam. So you want to bring him closer. And the third one is a rich new Muslim. Why I say rich with all the three? Because if they are poor, they are fuqara and masakin. So this is in theory. But the muhaqqiqeen ulama who did real research, they say the Prophet never gave a zakat to a non-Muslim. He did give some gift to the non-Muslim chief of the tribe, but it was from khumus. It was not from zakat. So this is a misunderstanding that some of the ulama think that he gave it from zakat. But the true thing is that in the whole life of the Prophet or the Sahaba, they never give zakat to a non-Muslim, even if they have given it, so that was from another mad, that was from another thing, okay? So, وَالْمُؤَلَّفَةِ قُلُوبُهُم. And the ayah is not, this part of مُؤَلَّفَةِ قُلُوبُهُم is not 100% mansukh, like cancelled. It is called ta'twil, like mu'attal. In certain age and time that there is no need of it, so there will be not practice. But if a situation arises before the day of judgment that there are a new Muslim, that they need to be stabilized in Islam and they are not true fuqara and masakin, so it can be given to them. No problem. It is only a matter of time. Okay? وَفِي الرِّقَابِ. So look, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala changed. The first one was with the lam, lil. Okay? And the last four are with fi, which means you put them inside them, which means the last four are more important. Riqab is the plural of raqabatun. Raqabatun in Arabic means neck. Okay, so a slave is called raqaba. And now, as I told you before, slave is not capable of owning anything. You give anything to a slave, it becomes the property of the owner. Now when you give zakat to a slave, so you are helping the master, and your zakat is not going in the ownership of a mustahiq, okay, of deserving people. To solve this problem, Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah, Imam Shafi'i rahimahullah, and Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, these three are of the opinion that riqab means mukatab riqab. Mukatab means that the master has a badal kitabat. Badal kitabat means that the master told him that get me $10,000 and you are free. So he said, where I can give? Because when you send me in the morning to make job, and in the evening I give every penny to you. So how will I have $10,000? So he said, no, you can work for yourself and collect that money, keep it, and when it reach 10,000, so give it to me, you are free. So that kind of slave is called what? Mukatab. So these three Imam number 1, Imam number 3, Imam number 4, they say it means who? Only mukatab. Because there is a problem. You cannot give it to a regular slave. So a regular slave, you are sympathizing, you want to make him free. So tell him to deal with the master and become mukatab. Imam Malik rahimahullah say no. You can go to the market, buy Muslim slaves and just free them. Okay? So he say it does not have to be mukatab. Okay? So this is what wafir riqabi. Wal gharimina. Number 6. Gharim mean the one who is in loan, under debt, maqruz. Okay? So if a person, he is not like the modern concept of loan, that you buy a Mercedes car, so you are gharimin, your $1 million house, you are gharimin. No, that is not the concept. The concept is that gharimin who take it because of desperation, because they are in real need. So these people, if suppose they are under debt for $10,000 and they own $9,000, so you tell him he's faqir, he's not faqir. He's miskin, he is not, because he owns $9,000. but you can still give it to him. Okay, that is why we have to make a separate category. Okay, so wal gharimin, you give him the loan. I mean the zakat. Number 7 is wafi sabilillah. The ulama say this is the most important masraf. Why? Because the first 4 was with the lam, lil fuqara'i. The remaining 4 are what? With the fee. And with this, Allah repeated the fee again. Allah didn't make ataf on the previous fee, wafir riqabi. So, okay, wafi sabilillah, in the path of Allah. As we discussed in the very beginning, if fi sabilillah mean anything good, fi sabilillah, so because fi sabilillah is so broad that when you nafaqa of your ayal, that you spend on your family, this is also fi sabilillah. You help your poor father, that is also fi sabilillah. Okay, you take care of your adult poor children, so that is also fi sabilillah. Okay, building a masjid, fi sabilillah. Okay, but if that is the point, then the whole ayah become na'udhu billah laghu. There is no need for the whole ayah. Allah could have just said, innama sadaqatu fi sabilillah. Okay, so that is very important that we do takhsis in the fi sabilillah and we don't make it open. Otherwise, how will you explain the ayah? So as I told you, that the ulama say with muttafaqun alayh, without any doubt, fi sabilillah mean mujahideen. You understand what I'm saying? That there is a person who is not poor, okay, but he is going to spread the deen, i'la'i kalimatul haq, and he needs some resources, so you can give zakat to him. Okay, and then some of the ulama also added with it, not all of them, that person, that Hajj was fard on him, but because of his laziness, he didn't do Hajj. And now Hajj is in his neck. Okay, so you can give him money so that he can do only a minority of the other ulama say, why will you give him? Punish him because he did something bad, and now you are giving him zakat also. You understand what I'm saying? Why he did that? So wafi sabilillah, mujahideen and the lazy haji, wafi sabilillah. Wabnis sabil, ibn means son. But remember, ibn is loose word and walad is a very strong word. So ibn can be anybody, like your nephew, you can call him ibn. Okay? And you are in love with the cars, so you can say, oh, he is ibn sayyarat. Okay, he likes the cars so many. So ibn can be, and walad is only for your son, begotten son. Okay? So ibn sabil means the son of the path. The son of the path means traveler. Why? Because a traveler is rich, he is not fuqara masakin, but he don't have access to his money because he is traveling. So you can give him the zakat, he can go his home and he can buy food for him. He say, I have a lot of money, but I am from that country and now I cannot reach my money. Okay? If Ibn Sabil, he has to be faqir or miskin, so he is already covered there. So, but this Ibn Sabil means that traveler, that he is potentially rich, but he don't have ATM machine, he don't have bank account, he don't have this thing, and he cannot reach his money. Wabnis Sabil. So that become 8. Okay? Fariidatan min Allah. Again, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said this is an obligation from Allah and you follow these above mentioned rules. Okay? Wallahu, and Allah alimun is full of knowledge, hakim, full of wisdom. Right? Okay, so we finish this ayah. Wa akhir da'wana alhamdulillah rabbil alamin.